Listen, there is a benefit and a reward that comes from the applying of common sense. And if you fail to apply your common sense in a place that is supposed to apply your common sense, and when your neighbor applies his own common sense, he will achieve or he will receive that benefit and that reward, and you will beg your neighbor because he applied his common sense in a place that needed for the common sense to be applied, and you fail and you refuse to apply yours. You will serve your neighbor who applies his common sense in a place that the common sense is needed. There is a place for common sense in our everyday life. There is a place for common sense in our spiritual life. There is a place for common sense in our place of work so that we can benefit financially. There is a place of common sense in everything that we do. First, you must identify and to know that, yes, I need to apply a common sense here. You are where you are now because you don't know you're supposed to apply your common sense in a place that is needed. And where you are supposed to apply common sense and you don't apply common sense, you apply your spiritual sense, you will not receive that reward that is due for you to apply common sense so that you will receive the reward for common sense. There is a place you apply common sense. If you don't apply that common sense, you apply financial sense or any other sense, you will not receive that reward that is due for common sense application. Some people are still where they are because they don't apply common sense. The application of common sense is profitable. The application of common sense have benefit. In your business, if you apply common sense when it is time for you to apply common sense, not a business skills, you will receive the reward of common sense, of the application of common sense. In your spiritual life, there is a place you apply common sense, you will receive the reward and the benefit for just applying that common sense, not your spiritual life, no. In communication, there is a place you apply common sense. In your marriage, there is a place you apply common sense. In your relationship, there is a place you apply common sense. In your children, raising up or training your children, there is a place you apply common sense. And if you fail, when others apply, you will serve them, they will rule over you. You will think that they know it all. No, they don't know it all. They just apply common sense. Just common sense. And you don't need anybody to tell you for you to apply that common sense. A reward comes from applying of common sense. A benefit comes from applying of common sense. There is a profit that comes out for applying of common sense. Don't allow anything stop you to apply your common sense where it is needed. You don't pay to have common sense. It is natural. It is in us. But you must first identify that you need common sense to do this thing. Then you apply it and you receive the reward and the benefit. You don't need book to apply your common sense. You don't need to be educated to apply your common sense. You can be a graduate, but yes, you lack common sense. You will suffer for it. You will pay for somebody that carries their common sense, that applies their common sense. You can be a barrister with first degree, masters, but if you any place you go and there is a need to apply common sense and you fail to apply, you will pay for whosoever that will apply that common sense. You will serve that person. You will pay that person because that person applied that common sense. Sometimes the application of common sense is even profitable financially. A lawyer, a barrister, a medical doctor can pay a man walking on the roadside just the application of common sense, because him, with all his degree and certificates, he fails to apply that common sense. Wisdom. Anyway, this is all I have to say. I believe somebody somewhere left for this. My name is Mr. Nonze, not going to I am a life coach, I am a faith coach, and a guy. Assistant, thank you, hello guys.